Now for your active
So I've been cooking for like 12 or 15 years, right?
Mm.
And it's like anything else, like you always have that dream of like making it or like doing something on your own. You know, play sports, you want to go pro, right? For
Yeah.
cooking is like having your own restaurant, having your own place. But the reality was like it was probably was never gonna happen, right? It's just like I'm in the industry, I cook, um, just something that you imagine, you think about it, but you didn't think it was gonna happen. But you still kept like you continue, right? You still cook, you do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden through the pandemic, I was still working at a restaurant, but like many people in the industry, many people with restaurant jobs, they cook 10, 12, 15 hours, or they're like really long shifts, and there's really no work life balance. There is no
Hmm.
balance. It's a lot of physical work, long hours. So when COVID hit, I had a flexibility. I had enough time. I was still working, but my hours were reduced drastically. So it gave me work. For a very long time, my wife and a bunch of other people from my family and close friends would always tell me to do something for yourself, like do it, do it. I never believed in myself. I never really thought about it. I never really had an idea of what. I was always too scared to like really make that leap or like really independent, like break myself from the restaurant and like really do something independently.
Hmm.
But COVID hit. I had the time. For some reason, churros is something that popped into my head. Like I went to culinary school and I've cooked for a long time, but I've always been on the savory side of the cooking.
Okay.
I've never been on the sweet side. Like I'm a pastry chef, I'm a baker. I have knowledge, right? I have certain. I know how to work with that, but it's not my thing. Cooking is like actual
Aha.
savory food and salty. It's my thing.
Aha.
Uh,
There we go.
so
Okay. So you let me know already. Okay, because I was wondering, like, did he start as a
yeah,
pastry chef? Did he do the okay.
it's two different worlds, right? It's two
Yes.
different things. Offense and
Yes.
defense. It's two completely things. Playing the same game, but it's two different games, two different techniques, two different views. But that's not me. I'm more savory. I'm cooking. But for some reason, churros popped in my head. So I started making them. I started cooking them. I started giving them to my neighbors. They liked it so much. They're like, "Hey, you can actually sell this. You can actually do this. Like, I've never tasted something like this. I've never seen it like this. Do it." One day, I just worked up the courage. I grabbed the table, grabbed the burner, grabbed all my equipment, and I set myself on 26 in St. Louis. I'm in Little Village, which is like my neighborhood. And I just started selling it. After that, my wife made an Instagram page for me. Like, she did the name, she chose everything, she helped me out. And we started selling them like to like neighbors and random people that started ordering them. And then I kept on doing pop ups, and then that led to like more pop ups and more events and catering. And that sort of snowballed and manifested itself into the store that we have now. So like it's really cool to see that it was never the intention to have the shop,
Hmm.
right? It was just more of me figuring out my voice and just kind of to like, work up the courage to do something.
Hmm.
To like finding the spot, finding the place, the location, like going into all the details of like rent and how much is this, and the process of like putting on a bid for the place and all the requirements that you had to do in order to obtain the place. We went through all of that, and then we got the space, and then that's when we were just like, what are we gonna do now?